Committing to the challenge. Committing to the challenge of releasing resistance is the missing piece to most who are following and engaged in the law of attraction. The resistance that disables or hinders your ability to attract or manifest that which you want in your life is not an outside force. The resistance is held within your mind and body. It has been sown over days, weeks, months. It is limiting ideas, limiting beliefs, thought patterns that continue to repeat themselves. And you have failed to choose opposite patterns. This is not something that you can just whimsically becomes available to you. This is where the practice comes in. This is where the responsibility of choosing that which you intend comes in. The thought patterns that you have taken on as dominant ideas, the thought patterns that are your paradigms, your belief systems that have guided you to this point, have been established over time. A simple way, but time-consuming way to release these limiting ideas is through repetition. Repetition of thought, repetition of attention, repetition of focus. Using your imagination to identify that which you want to experience, and then repeating the idea, speaking the idea, feeling the idea consistently, constantly, until that point which it is sown over, which is overwritten if we use your computer terms, your computer software terminology, to the point where it has overwritten the old pattern, overwritten the old ideas. And when this occurs, you will be aware of the thought patterns. Your thoughts will reflect the new idea. They will no longer reflect the old idea. Take, for instance, you have a negative thought pattern about yourself, where you often fall into a negative train of thought. Maybe you feel like you're not worthy. Maybe you feel like you are incapable of something, or something is not possible for you, and it stands in conflict with a desire. The dominant thought pattern is one of low self-esteem, low self-worth, incapability. And it carries a certain feeling. It carries low-level feelings, low frequencies, low tones. I'm not worthy. I can't do it. It's not possible. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough resources. I don't have enough knowledge. I need to go back to school. I need more education. All of these things that are defeating and limit your ability to act in the present moment. Well, when you have a new idea, a new dominant idea that is established, one of high self-value, one of high self-worth, one of knowing that if I take steps forward, that all the resources, all of the knowledge that I need, the expertise will reveal themselves and be presented to me and be taken and consumed by me so that I can become the person as quickly as possible. There's a dominant idea that allows you to act in the present moment, knowing that all that you need, all that is necessary will present itself. And when you take on the new idea, it carries with it new thought patterns, new ways of thinking, new ways of feeling, which equal new ways of behaving, acting. And as a conscious being, as a being who exists beyond the mind and beyond the body, when these dominant ideas take hold, you will be aware of the new patterns. You will be aware of the new processes at work. You will be aware that you have said something, that you feel differently, or that you have done something, behaved in a way different than you did before in that same situation. This is because you are a conscious being. You are consciousness. Your God nature is born of the truth of you that exists beyond the body and beyond the mind. You have a body, you have a mind, and any changes that occur within that mind-body system, you will be aware of. You will be aware of new behaviors, new actions that you are capable of taking. You will be aware of new feelings within certain situations, where before you would fall into a negative stream, negative tones, negative frequencies. But now that the new ideas have taken place, taken hold, been established in your subconscious mind, the unconscious regions of your mind, you are aware of new feelings in situations where negative tones were once normal. You're aware of new thought patterns, more stronger thought patterns, more building, more united, more empowering thought patterns streaming as a result of the new dominant ideas, the new paradigms, the new belief systems that have been established. And again, one way that you can change these ideas over time is through repetition. Repetition of words, speak the new ideas. Repetition of thought, think thoughts of the new ideas. Repetition of feeling. Feel the feelings that would occur that are associated with the new ideas. Write them down. Make it a habit to journal the new ideas, the new thoughts, the new feelings, and the results that you know are reflections of the new ideas. This is one way to curb those patterns. And you have to curb the patterns. This has to be a practice, a process, for the patterns that exist within your subconscious mind are the sources of the resistance. The resistance exists within you. The game of life is about ideas. And those ideas established in your mind and body, creating the resistance to that which you desire to experience, to that which you are desiring to manifest, to that which you are attempting to line up with the law of attraction, exists within you. Your interaction with our energies, Abraham's energies, begin to loosen the patterns. But you're only in the presence of those energies. Those energies only are reflected when you are listening to our voice. When you're hearing us in recording, if you listen long enough, you begin to reflect our feeling place. When you're in person with us, whether one-on-one or at a live event, you begin to tune to our energies, which begins to break up the idea patterns. But it's not often that you are in our presence. You must begin the practice of loosening these ideas yourself. You must take responsibility for loosening these ideas, for establishing higher vibrations, for working to maintain higher vibrations, for utilizing processes such as repetition of thought, repetition of focus, repetition of attention, to cut into the patterns that are constantly playing themselves out from your subconscious mind. Is there a time frame? We have no time frame. You will know when the new patterns are established. We could easily give you days, weeks, hours. But it does not release you from consistency. Being consistent in the moment with your new ideas, considerations, with your language considerations, your feeling considerations. If you are consistent, if you make it an important endeavor, a priority, in time you will see, you will be aware when the new ideas begin to take hold and begin to be established as dominant within your mind. And when this occurs, you no longer have to practice. Just as you don't have to practice the dominant ideas that exist now that have been established through repetition over time. You don't have to practice the thoughts, they come natural. You don't have to practice the language or the behaviors, they come natural without your choosing, because they have been established as dominant ideas that play themselves out perfectly and precisely. We celebrate your choosing to exist in this third dimensional reality. We honor your choice to expand and to evolve on such a environment, in such an environment full of distractions. You truly are powerful. You truly are God's in the making. You truly are the prime of source energy on the leading edge of experience and expansion. And we are excited to be a resource, reminding you of your truth, reminding you of your God nature, and supporting you in accelerating your ability to mold the energies into the experiences you desire. Thank you.